Care, rehabilitate, and educate are the words splashed across the top of the Joytown Special Primary School building. This motto is the noble dream of many, and it has been enjoyed intermittently over the years. Joytown is a place of hope for many disabled children and their families. Today, there are over 320 primary students at Joytown. It is one of the few schools in Kenya where the handicapped, even the severely handicapped, can hope to begin a new life. In 1989, my daughter and I made an unannounced visit to Joytown. It is located in the town of Thika in central Kenya. I had heard of the school, but I had never seen the school. We arrived shortly before lunch, and we found ourselves sitting on a bench opposite the dining hall when the bell was rung inviting the students to lunch. We saw all types of children struggling to make their way to the dining hall. Some came on crutches, some came with decrepit braces, others rode in wheelchairs in various stages of disrepair. Some were pushed by their handicapped classmates, many of whom were only slightly better physically than the children they were pushing. Their uniforms were often torn and sometimes wet. Most wore a smile. Many were laughing. Should I have expected anything different from Joytown? My heart was deeply touched. I leaned over to my daughter, who's called Bethany, and whispered, "We could improve the lives of 85% of these children." And that is the way it began. That was over 18 years ago. And through our work, probably 350 to 500 of the children there have had operations to improve their lives. Many have had new braces and wheelchairs. Some have had some basic therapy. Over the years, the government has supplied therapists and nurses. Kenya is changing. This year, no therapist was assigned, and the disabled at Joytown now have no consistent, acceptable therapy. The nurse supplied is likely to be gone very soon. In the midst of this, the motto for Joytown has been unintentionally shortened to education and care. Let me Kenyanize some of what has occurred at Joytown. The average Kenyan earns less than $1, yes, $1 American dollar per day, and they attempt to survive on this. Thus, we often see children in tattered uniforms, and often with only one uniform. Students with these disabilities often arrive late each term due to an inability to find public transport. School fees that include room and board are about $200 per student per school year. If we assume that the school year is 9 months or 270 days, the school hopes to conduct its program on less than 75 US cents per day per student. I am told that about 2/3 of these families are not able to pay the full fee. I would guess that the school gets by on about 50 cents per day per student. Over the last several months, BethanyKids Africa has been discussing a cooperative effort with Joytown. Our intentions are to provide therapists, therapy assistants, some advice on orthopedic technology, and eventually other help. Our desire is to help the children at Joytown maximize their potential, both attitudinally and physically. Through efforts in occupational therapy, we hope to improve the abilities of these children in meeting their needs for daily living. Through our therapists, we hope to improve the physical mobility of these children and their ability to provide for their physical needs. Intertwined in all of this will be a desire to change their hearts spiritually and their outlook on life. In time, we hope to expand our therapy work, adding more therapists, adding house mothers, possibly a nurse, more regular visits by an orthopedic technologist, and eventually other added personnel. We hope to construct and equip a laundry. Up until now, the washing of all the clothes and linen is done by hand. We would like to see their diet also improved. Can this all be done? We hope so. We have set a target date to begin caring for these children as of January 2010. This would mean that we would have to begin renovating some of the facilities by the end of November 2009. Would you like to help?